How's it going, Taggers? It's Matt and welcome back to some more KV-2 action. Before we get into the game, let's just talk about the diary. Seems this is what this is all about. So where am I at? Well, I've been mucking around with me equipment setup, stuff like that. I've been trying binos now and again. I find it just doesn't work because I've never stood still long enough. Although in some games it does seem me lacking on view range, but I've gone back to code optics, combat rations, so I'm self-sufficient with view range, and the combat rations, ventilation and stuff helps with the reload, and the rammer of course, because you just would with something this larger caliber, and that works the best for me. So that's still my recommendation, is coated optics, rammer and ventilation. A lot of people would say gun lane drive, but with this sort of aim time, remember it's 10% off and you don't get quite the full 10%. So 10% off like 3.5 seconds is only 0.3 of a second. So that's not a huge difference. So it's kind of pointless in my opinion. I'd rather have the view range. Anyway, on to the game then. So a tier 7 game on my favourite map for this tank. A IS-2 push through, managed to get 400 off him, missed killing the Cromwell for the minute. Here comes the IS-2. Right, so like I said before, don't often blow smoke up my own trumpet, but I'm going to carry for a change. There's not been many carries during the school holidays, but this is one. IS-2 down, tier 7 heavy tank gone. Happy days. Well, I'm still on full health as well. Good start to the game. 2 hits into an IS-2 and he's out. Very valuable tank on the enemy's team. I kind of wanted to get further up than this, but by the time I got here, pardon me, the enemy's team were already poking over the ridge, so it wasn't safe for me to advance anymore, and it kind of works out. Right, you can see what I'm doing now. I'm reverse side scraping this building, and I'm trying to wait for a perfect opportunity just like this. People that seem to think that sitting on top of the berm there is a good idea, and that was almost a one-shot on a tier 7 medium tank. But one of my team finished him off just before he burnt out. That was a shame. Should have been kill number 2. My second tier 7 tank down. Also, some of you newer guys who are on the channel, especially PS4 players, but maybe have not... Oh yeah, Epic Snipes. Yeah, PS4 players probably, but haven't been through the KV-2 yet. Just a word on the KV-2. KV-2 doesn't care what tier game he's in. In fact, being in a high tier game does present opportunities, like in that intro clip, when tier 8 tank destroyers give you a nice shot. Yeah, this gun can roll for over 1,000 with the high explosive if you get a penetration. So when you're in a game, tier 6, tier 7, tier 8, don't always worry about what higher tier tanks are in the game against you. You may want to concentrate on KV-2 and get rid of KV-2 rather than some of the tier 8s, because you never know who's floating around, who's trying to grind barrel marks in their KV-2. They may be the best player on the enemy team, and they may one-shot you, so be careful. Right, enemy KV-2, some cover there. Can't scope a shot. I don't want to waste a round. The reload's so long. If you let one go, you can't. It's not like tanks with a 5-second reload. Oh, shizer, where the hell did he come from? Artillery misses. Right, so I aim what I think is the weakest armour on his tank to try and get the highest roll I can. And there we go. Taken down. Little health. And then he decides not to concentrate on me. And that is the biggest mistake that the whole enemy team makes, is not concentrating on me. And the friendly 88 takes down the enemy 87. So yeah, he could have had me there. This Tiger, if he played better as well, he probably could have had me during this game as well. But yeah. So I'm just snugging this rock. KV-2 likes this rock. Well, it's not even rock, as it's piles of coal by the looks of it. KV-2 likes to have cover for when it reloads. Yeah, you can be at the front, but you need cover to get your reloads in. Right, here's that Cromwell missed. He's going to make a big mistake. I didn't save our guy, but he's dead. Happy days. Kill number 3. We've got 10 damage ribbons, but there was a bit of a fire on that VK, so not quite 10 pens yet. 10 pens, 10 hits. Here comes a Tiger, so I reverse side scrape again. Someone tags in from the other side, helping me out. Some reverse side scraping up, he's backed off. And there's enemy KV-2, and he derps his shot. That would have been me over, maybe. Oh yeah, for new players as well. A KV-2, hang on, target to kill. Laters. KV-2 is quite capable of one-shotting another KV-2. I have done it many times to enemy KV-2s, and I've also had it done to me, which I don't like. But it's only fair, it happens to me now and again. Anyway, so we're losing on numbers. 3 on 4. The enemy's team have an artillery. So I'm best off behind this building for a while. I've got this whole flank to hold up on my own. And I'm versus an enemy KV-2, which I would quite like some help with dealing with. Where is he? There he is. Right, so he knows where I am. Yeah, one of the other mistakes I made with this tank, doing the barrel mark grind, when I got my first skill, I took Brothers in Arms, and I didn't take Sixth Sense. And I lost games, because I didn't know I was spotted early enough, so I've gone back to Sixth Sense, retraining repairs again, and then I will swap that to Brothers in Arms. Sixth Sense is so powerful in this game. Right, so the action's slowed down a little bit now, but we're down on numbers. I don't want to throw this game. I've done that a lot as well. There's going to be an episode next week about me needlessly throwing away games. Hey, do you hear that? You can start a dead tank's engine by knocking into it. Right, so where's that KV-2? I'm very, very scared about him. And then I see this wall. What this will allow me to do is to spot down that road to the right, but his high explosive round won't go through it. So it covers up most of my tank, so I'm basically going hold down with a little wall. Oh, I pulled the trigger way too late, but I didn't get spotted. His crew must be a lot worse than mine. Come on, reload, reload. Once this KV-2's out, I'll be happy to continue. Right, he's behind the building now, I think. Right, our guys the other side have cleaned up one of the enemies, so it's just this KV-2 and an artillery. Now make my move. I'm feeling a little bit more confident, seems we've got the numbers. Right, so I'm pushing in, making sure I've got a shot. There we go, I've got a shot, but so does he. I'll leave him a one shot, and luckily his high explosive round doesn't pen. And he looked like he hit my track area, so I seem to have got away with a lot less damage than I did to him, and now it's just him left. KV-2 on KV-2. Right, almost reloaded, so he will be too. This is bad, killing another KV-2. But anyway. Where is he? There he is. Right, das Verdania, comrade. Laters. Kill number 5. And 13 damage ribbons in the KV-2. And I think you all agree, I carried that game, once you see the results in a second. Right, decent amount of credits and experience, 3,700 damage and Mastery Ace Tanker. Got me 2 gun marks, I'm just under 90% at the minute, so hopefully in the next couple of weeks I can complete this one and give you guys the vote on which one to do next. Great amount of base XP there, 2,219, 5 kills, 3,700 damage. Well happy with that. Right, there we go guys, give me your thoughts on this diary. Let me know if you're doing the KV-2 yourself. How is the upper echelons of this barrel mark grind? Trying to get the 3rd mark, is it hard for you? Because it certainly is hard for me. Anyway, cheers guys, hope you enjoyed that, catch you on the next one. See you later.